Hello guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. I am here today. As you can see, we have the full wave of Age of Apocalypse Marvel Legends here. I'm going to be doing a review on these guys here today. You might be noticing that I am missing a figure to complete Colossus. I did complete Colossus. It's right here, Sabretooth. I already did a video on that. Go check him out. And I got all these figures at Ollie's. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, you need to go check out your Ollie's. They have like really good finds for like $9 a pop, $10. So go check your Ollie's near you if you have one. If you don't, I'm actually like really sorry for you because man, Ollie's is just great. If you have one, guys, for real, go check them out. But we're gonna be doing a review on these figures today. We have Rogue, Legion, Colossus, obviously, the Build-A-Figure, Iceman, Cyclops, and Shadowcat. I got Iceman previously on my first time going to Ollie's, but I thought I'd put him in the review here today, so yeah, let's do it. First up, I have all the figures laid out right here. All the figures laid out with their accessories and everything, so we're going to be taking an in-depth look at that. You may be noticing, though, Cyclops is a bit bare bones in terms of the accessory department. So let's go actually look at him first. Push back. Bobby. Alright, here we have Cyclops. This figure, it's a standard Bucky Cap body mold. This figure, I know a lot of people didn't like it when it first released. This wave came out like a year ago, guys, but I'm doing a review on it now because Ollie's. Yeah, it's just the standard Bucky Cap body mold. He does have new arms, though, so they did give him new pinless arms, so that's great. He has a new head sculpt. Let's go ahead and look at that. So, it's actually a pretty good head sculpt. He does have a bit of a receding hairline, though. I think some people were angry at that. The hair sculpt, it's nice. It is going to get in the way of articulation when you do trying to bend it, but it is going to get in the way. In this storyline, I think Cyclops is actually supposed to be like a villain. He doesn't come with any accessories, unfortunately. It would have been nice to have a blast accessory for his eye, and then also like maybe some extra hands. Don't need too much, but he's probably like a lot of people said he's the worst in the wave. I don't know if I'd say worst. I'll do a ranking at the end of this video. Yeah, I might do a ranking at the end of this video, the whole full wave with Sabretooth included. But Cyclops, it's a pretty standard body mold. He does have a new belt slash like shoulder piece that goes over. It's a separate piece, so if you wanted to, like, I guess you can't really take it off, but if you cut it and stuff. Has a peg hole in the back, peg hole in the bottom of the feet. Then he has some nice bracers on his arms. I love the bronze paint they did for the scratches. That's pretty cool. Pretty sure in this book, I didn't read the book, but I'm pretty sure Wolverine like slashed out his eye, so that's why he only has one eye slot. So he's a villain in this story, pretty sure. So yeah, pretty cool. They did get some of that bronze scratching paint on the arms, so that's pretty nice. That looks really great. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty standard Bucky Cap body mold. Nothing really new other than the arms. The arms are new, and obviously the head sculpt. But let's go over articulation now. It is the standard Bucky Cap body mold, but I don't think I've reviewed the Bucky Cap body mold on this channel. So up, you can only get him about like not even really at all up. Down, he can look a little bit down, not much. He doesn't really get any head tilting. Well, he gets a bit, but then you can kind of rotate his head all around, but it is stiff. And then moving down to the arms, he has a T-swivel joint that goes about 90 degrees up and all the way around. He has a bicep swivel double jointed pinless arms, so that's nice. They don't really get much though. They probably get, I think they get like 90. I think this arm is actually the worser. This arm I think is like not as great. Yeah, this arm, both the arms really only get around like 90, even though he does have the double jointed arms. Oh, guys. But yeah, he only really gets about 90. And then in the torso, he does have an ab crunch, so he can bend that far back and that far forward. It does move the belt a bit. And then he does have a waist swivel. Wait, does he? Yeah, he does. I just can't get it to bend. Wait, does he? I'm confused. This is the Bucky cap. Oh, no, he does. Mine's just not wanting to move. Oh, there we go. Okay. He has a... Wow, that was weird. Mine just didn't want to move. I don't know if it was the belt restricting him, but yeah, he does have a waist swivel. He can kick out this far. He has a thigh swivel, double jointed pinned legs, boot cut, and ankle pivot. And rocker. Alright, and the ankle goes this far up, and this far down. Alright, so yeah, that was Cyclops. So let's move on to the next figure. Put him in the back there. Let's do Legion next. I did pose up Legion because I had him in this pose. Because he's like supposed to be like he has a mental disorder, so he has like multiple personalities, kind of like Moon Knight, I think. But Legion, he does have some cool aspects, so let's get him out of this pose. First of all, he has this nice head sculpt. I do like the head sculpt on this figure. Got a cocked eyebrow. He's got a strand of hair there. That's pretty nice. The texturing is really great on the hair. Let me know if you guys like this new setup that I'm doing. This is my setup that I use for my Batman figure review. I think this is going to be my permanent setup from now on. For now, at least. So let me know if you guys like it down in the comments below. Yeah, that head sculpt really nice though. He does have. And then he's just wearing like a blue jumper. He does have bare feet. I think he's supposed to have socks though. But I know he did have bare feet at least a couple times. But he does have this nice, you probably won't be able to see it on camera too well, but he has this nice blue like shading. I'm just trying to block the light so you guys can see it, but he has this nice blue shading painted throughout on the figure, so that's really, really nice. Yeah, that's great. I really love that they did that, because otherwise it would have been pretty plain, just having him blue, but they did add that shading. And then he just has bare arms, pinned, so this is not new. This is actually reusing, I know the legs at least, from the thigh down is reusing Shang-Chi's legs. And then he has toes. They did not, one thing I don't like though, they did not paint on the back. They didn't give him that shading effect on the back, so that kind of sucks. It does have peg holes at the bottom. But yeah, other than the head, I think the torso and the head are new. But alright, let's get into articulation. For head articulation, you can get his head up pretty good, down pretty well. He has some really great tilt, so you can get him into those like psychotic poses. So that's great. And then all the way around, obviously. He has a T swivel joint, goes 90 degrees up, bicep swivel, double jointed pinned arms, and then he has hinge and swivel at the wrist. Forgot to mention that with Cyclops. But he can arch back that much, so pretty good. Arch back forward, pretty good. And then he has a swivel. Oh, I forgot to mention, that's actually a separate, wait, is it a separate piece? He has like, you can't really see it, but if I twist the thing right here, he has like, I think that's a separate piece. That's weird that they did that. But, I mean, it doesn't make or break anything, like, it's still okay, but it's just weird. I don't understand why they needed to do that. Maybe there was a gap and they wanted to seal it, but I don't know. And then moving down into the legs, he can kick that high up, so pretty well. He has a thigh swivel, double jointed pinned legs, and then ankle, or actually, yeah, he does have shin swivel. He has an ankle, goes that far down, that far up, and ankle pivot. Alright, so that was Legion. He does actually come with accessories, though. So let's look at those. He doesn't come with much, but he comes with some. He comes with 2 fisted hands. So if on the figure he has a open hand and then another open hand. But if you wanted, you can have him with fists. But put him to the side over here. Alright, next, let's have a look at Rogue. So Rogue, it's a pretty cool figure. I think it's actually at least, I think almost all of it is new, except for like these lower arms and then the torso area. But at the face sculpt, she has like this weird hair where her hair is like sticking out here, and then it's non-existent in the back, but that's for something in articulation. That's so that she can get her head all the way up, because she's a flying character, so that's great. She does have this little bulb necklace type thingy. It's a separate piece. You can remove it if you want. It's pegged into the back. She has 2 peg holes, but yeah, there we go. And then the suit, the arms has like this baggy look to it. She has these bracers. These do come off, so if you're popping off the hands, because she comes with extra hands, be careful of that. She has this separate floating piece, which you can move up and down. Oh, there we go. Up and down. But, yeah, it's just like a little thing. I think in this storyline, Rogue is like the second-hand, like, leader, second-in-command leader, right after Magneto of the X-Men. So that's cool. And she has her nice boots with the red bulb. Nice wrinkles. It's pinless. This figure is pinless, so that's nice. It's always great on a female figure because their joints are a little bit bent, like especially in the legs. But I mean, it does happen on male figures. Like, for example, my Super Skrull figure, his leg was a bit bent in the package, but it's gotten better though. I heated it up in a little bit of hot water. It helped a bit. I will be doing a review on that. But that's pretty much it. On the back, she does have some paint, not sculpted. That's fine. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Get one more close-up on the face. That's pretty nice. Alright, now let's go over articulation. In the head, she can move this far up. So that's great. So you can get her into a flying pose. So that's really great, and especially if you move up the torso. And then she can look that far down, not much. She has a bit of head pivoting, and then all the way around. In the arms, you can get her arms to go up this far, all the way around. She does not have a bicep swivel, and she only has single jointed arms, but there is a swivel at the jointed arms, and then hinge and swivel at the wrist. And then at the torso, she can arch back that far, so not a whole lot, and arch forward this far, so also not a whole lot. You do get a bit of tilt in there, and then you also get swivel, so that's where your swivel is going to be. She does not have a waist swivel. You can put her legs up, goes that far. She has a thigh swivel, and double jointed pinless legs, so that's great to see. And then at the ankle, she has ankle pivot, no boot cut. Wow, this ankle's not wanting to go down. There we go. Wow. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And she has some nice treads, so that's pretty cool. And then, wow, this is not wanting to go up. Dang. Wow, that was tough. Let me fix my camera here for a second. You guys heard that detent and the arm, that was wow. So I'm not gonna mess with that, but yeah, and that's Rogue. And then she does come with some accessorizements. She comes with 2 open hands, so she has 2 open hands on the figure, and then 2 fisted hands. Alright, so that's Rogue. Moving on, let's do Bobby Drake. First, this figure is probably my favorite in the wave, other than the Build-A-Figure. The Build-A-Figure is great. But this figure is really sick. Unfortunately, it's not pinless. I would have loved it to be pinless because my leg's like a tad bit bent to the side. But anyways, he has this nice head sculpt. And it is translucent, so you can get some light shining in there. But he also has this nice like frosted effect on the thing where it goes to white. That's really great. And then he has this nice back piece that's, I think, sculpted on. You can't take it off. With ice, it also has that frosty effect. Pretty great. Then same thing down at the arms, at the wrists, on the shoulders. He has some nice spiked ice effects, and he has that same effect on the torso, just painted on. And then down at the feet, it's all transparent blue, so you can kind of see the inner workings of the figure, so that's cool. And he has that nice frosted effect down on the figure. And this figure stands great. I don't know why I said that, but he does have like a bit trouble. I say he has a bit trouble standing, then he stands. Okay. You didn't hear that. But one thing is weird is like his limbs are like a darker shade of blue, and then his torso is like a lighter blue. I mean, it doesn't bother much, though, because it's, like, just ice. I mean, it still works. I think it's actually kind of cool. I just don't know why they did it, but it is cool. You can see the inner workings of the butt right there. That's pretty cool. And then this is also not pinless. Alright, let's go over articulation. I am going to do this video a bit quicker, guys, just because I need to get some stuff done. But his head goes up that far down. He has some tilt, and then all the way around, but it is going to get... Actually, no, he can't. No, he can. But it is going to get stuck on those ice spikes on the back right there. His arm goes up this far down, all the way around, and bicep swivel, double jointed pinned arms. I know this was a lot of people's favorite figure in the wave. Pinch and swivel at the wrist. He has a ab crunch that goes that far down and then that far back, and waist swivel all the way around. Moving on into the legs, he can kick that far up. He has thigh swivel. Mine is a little bit rough though, but or stiff, but he has thigh swivel, double jointed pinned arms or legs, and then he can get that far down and that far up. So yeah, Bobby Drake, articulation, you can get him into some good like icy poses. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing like a Spider-Man pose. But yeah, you can get him into some good poses. He does come with some accessories. He comes with 2 or 1 extra pair of hands. I do wish he came with some ice effects. That would have been cool. But he comes with these 2 hands that were used on Carnage. So on the figure, he has these 2 hands. I like these hands a little bit more. I know a lot of people like those hands, just because like they have the ice detail on the wrist. I thought on the hand, I thought that was pretty cool. You can pop those off, and you can pop on these hands. Pop those on, and then it does look pretty cool. They're like oversized. It's pretty cool. All right, let's move on to Shadowcat, and then we'll move on to Colossus. Let's put Iceman there. All right, Shadowcat. This figure is one of my favorites in the wave. It's actually a really great figure. Starting off with the head sculpt, it's weird though, because like her lips are like a little bit open and showing her teeth. I don't know why they did that. It is a bit weird. Mine has this little dot right there on her face. She has the short hair. Nice. And then the eyes. And then she has like a cocked eyebrow. And then she has her necklace right there. I don't know much about this character. I think this is Kitty Pryde. I'm pretty sure she can like phase through walls, and apparently she has claws. And then she has her nice torso. This is actually, I think, all new sculpting except for the legs. I think this is reused from, what's that character's name? It's like Death. It's like another Wolverine villain, but she does have this new sculpted belt all the way around, and then she has her gauntlets with her claws that come out, so that's cool. She has her bands up there, and then she has a nice sculpted riveting in the legs, so that's nice. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. This is a pretty cool figure. Alright, let's get into articulation. I'm gonna do this one a bit quicker. She has a dumbbell joint at the top of the skull, so it's not a hinge. Like, I'm pretty sure all the other figures in this wave have hinges, but she has a dumbbell joint. So she can look that far up, which is great. That far down. Some head pivoting, and all the way around. Oh, I forgot to mention how much I like this, like riveting. It's just really nice. The hand sculpted. And then looking at the claws, I'll go over this a bit more in accessories, but it's just really nice. I think those are claws, right? I don't know. I'm not the best in terms of X-Men knowledge, but I do know one thing, and that is that this figure is pretty sick. Okay, back to articulation. Her arm goes up that far, so past 90. She has no bicep swivel, not double jointed arm. She has a single jointed swivel like Rogue, and a swivel, single jointed arm, elbow, and then swivel at the elbow, and then hinge and swivel at the arms or hands. It is going to be tough though when you have the claws out, but in the torso, she can go this far back and this far forward, really not much at all actually. And then she does get a bit of pivoting, and then all the way around. And then moving on into the legs, she can kick this far out, thigh swivel, double jointed pinless legs, kick that, and then she has ankle pivot and rocker, goes that far back, that far forward. Alright, she comes with, I think, the most accessories in this wave, other than Magneto. I don't have Magneto just because I didn't get him because he's not a part of the Build-A-Figure wave, but yeah, that's nice. And then she comes with, so first off, for accessories on the figure, she has, ouch, almost dropped Bobby right there, but she comes with, on the figure, she has one open hand like that, and then one like grabby, scratchy hand, and then you can take those off, and she comes with two fists right there, so you can interchange those. And she comes with the gauntlets. You can slide those off on the figure, and she has retractable ones, so retractable ones for both the hands, and then she has two longer ones for the claws, and these look really nice. She has the indentations, so yeah, those look really cool. And that's pretty much it for Kitty Pryde, or the Shadow Cat. So yeah, alright guys, it comes to my favorite part in this video. Let's do it. We're going to review the Colossus. Alright, I'm just moving everything back. Alright, let's look at this figure. He can't even fit on the screen. I'm gonna have to actually push him back. Alright, there we go. This figure is awesome, guys. This is like one of my favorite Build-A-Figures. He's really great. He's pinless, so he has the pinless technology. And looking at the figure, wow, that's just great. She has this nice bandana thing. It does pop off though, so that is a bit annoying, but it is a ball joint, so you can move it around. It does pop off sometimes, but teeth are really nice. I like the plastic they used for the metal skin. He has his nice biceps and arms, and he has these gauntlets, and he has the elbow pads. And he has open hands. And then moving to the torso, he has this nice, I know some people with their Colossus, they got like, on the Build-A-Figure part, it wasn't painted like all too well, like it was missing paint on the rivets here. Mine is actually pretty good. But yeah, they did paint it silver, so that's nice. It's a floating piece, so you can take that off. Same with the, what would you call this? This isn't overalls, but is it? I don't know. But one thing, this is like my only gripe with this figure, is when you move his torso, it pops off, like the belt pops off. It is annoying, but you can just pop it back in. So yeah, that is annoying. But so when you're doing your poses on your shelf, that it could be annoying. But you just have to like let it go, and then when you're done with the pose, fix it. But yeah, he has some nice detail, like buckles on the arm. I like the hands. He has a nice like detail. I've always wanted a Colossus figure, but the one in the 2-pack with Juggernaut is just too expensive for like $150. But moving on into the legs, he has his nice trunks, got some nice wrinkles. I'm pretty sure this whole figure is all new as well, so that's nice. Looking at the back, it's got that nice like, I almost wanted to say cybernetic, but I know it's not cybernetic, it's just like metal. That's really cool. Trunks, and then on the legs he has that nice, it would have been cool if they did add a wash onto the metal parts, but they didn't, but it's still fine. He has the nice boots, more buckles and straps, really great. Double jointed pinless legs, by the way, as well. Same with the arms, they're double jointed, so that's nice. Although it doesn't really help all that much in articulation in the grand scheme of things, but really nice. One thing, I know some people, like, they had their leg was, like, sticking out, like, a bit, and it wouldn't, like, go fully in, and there's, like, gap there. Mine is kind of like that, but it's not too bad, though, so I'm not really bothered by it. Mine, though, however, does have, like, a fingerprint on the leg, so I don't know what that's from. That is weird, but it's okay. Alright, let's get into articulation. So at the top of the head, this is going to be hard to show. Okay, at the top of the head, he can look that far up, so not too far, that far down. He does get some tilt, and then all the way around. And then moving on into the arms, you can move them up that far. Even with the shoulder pad, it still gets out of the way. Although in this, I should have not said that, because when you do try to move it up, it does get in the way a bit, but you could still get it though. So actually, I guess I was wrong again. You could still move it out the way, so yeah, not actually bad. And then he has a bicep swivel and double jointed pinless arms, but it only gets around 90, so a single jointed would have honestly been fine, but I am glad that they did double jointed though. I like double jointed. But moving on into the torso, so this is gonna get annoying because like when you bend it back and forward, the belt comes undone. But ouch, poke myself. But you can go that far back with Colossus and that far forward. I'm trying to find a good way. Okay, that far back and that far forward. And as you can see, the belt did come undone. I knocked over Kitty Pride. Sorry, Kitty. I'm pretty sure this is, like, his wife. In this storyline, I'm also pretty sure, like, Colossus is kind of, like, a selfish brat. Like, he killed Kitty Pride, his wife, to save his sister. But I'm not sure. I haven't read it. I'm just going off of, like, videos and stuff. But yeah, he does have a waist swivel as well. Moving on to the legs. Kick that far out. Thigh swivel. Double jointed pinless legs, so he can't get that far. And then he does have ankles that go that far down, that far up. You can't, well, I guess you can pivot them a bit. And then ankle rocker. Alright, now let's get into his accessories. They actually did pack in some accessories So he comes with 2 accessories. He comes with extra hands. So he comes with fisted hands and then open hands. Right now on the figure I have the open hands. Let's pop those off. Wow, this is tough. It's not wanting to come off. There we go. And we can pop on the fisted hand. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright guys, I think that's going to conclude it for this video. I'm going to try and get everything up nice. Cyclops. But yeah guys, I think that's going to conclude it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the Colossus Bath Build-A-Figure wave. I just said Build-A-Figure twice. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it guys. Let me know if you guys like this setup. I'm going to try and do other reviews down the line. And I will be trying to finish my shelf tonight. So hopefully I can get that done. And I can get that review out for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go sub to Godzilla Master 22, my brother's channel. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace.